Hey everyone, this is Faith again with another review. This is part 3 of a purchase I got from Ultrasabers, and in this review I will be reviewing their MHS Coupler. Now I was actually very intrigued with their couplers, considering that they had many different designs, but the ones that really stood out to me most were the ones that actually were not flush. And flush means that they would be poking up between two sabers. This one is one of their flush couplers, the black anodized coupler. There are no vents, which means that this kind of for this specific coupler, it is not recommended for sound. If you were to attach two sabers that have sound, it would destroy the sound itself. So this is recommended for two sabers that do not have sound. Luckily for me, I have two sabers that are such. Now the reason why I'm showing these two is because, well, in my opinion, I believe that the end result is actually beautiful. Now we all know that if you do not know any of the expanded universe, the double-sided lightsaber came from episode 1. I don't care what you guys say, I am totally approval of the prequel trilogy, even though I do agree that some things should have been altered. But this was where it was introduced to me. So I'm going to show you guys what a double-sided lightsaber looks like with two hilts that I purchased. Now these hilts measure at about... Wait a minute, I'm looking for my tape measure. Well, it's nowhere in sight. But these measure at about 1 foot. I believe actually they're a little bit less. So, oh wait, no, they actually are 1 foot. But the way you attach them is that you take the end of the hilt, unscrew the solid pommels, take the coupler. This will take a little bit. Make sure it's nice and secure. This part's always a little tricky for me, because the battery pack tends to slide out. Alright. So, two sabers have now become one. The overall length of this hilt is now a little over 25 inches. Now you're probably thinking, holy crap, that is long for a double-sided lightsaber. And if you were going based off of the Clone Wars series or the first movie, you would notice that the hilt itself is actually significantly longer. But it is actually a good thing that it's longer, because as a martial artist myself, I am able to move my hands a little bit more freely than just a small bit of it. Let's get more into here. The only drawback with the solid coupler, whether it be vented or not, is that the ignition buttons don't quite align. So it may not be as aesthetically pleasing. However, I have found my own way around that, and whenever I hold the double-sided lightsaber, like this, the buttons are now actually perfect for me. I only have the Deegan Silver and Fire Orange in here. I would show you what it looks like completely as a whole with the blades included. But I stand at about 6 foot, somewhere between 5 feet 11 inches and 6 foot, dependent literally on the time of day. Because apparently you're taller in the beginning of the day as you are compared to the end, because you're laying flat on your back. But the overall length, including the blades, is almost 7 feet. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm actually using two 32-inch blades. I would not recommend anything higher than this. If you go higher than a 32, with blades, with hilts even as short as 9.5, which I believe is their shortest hilt, which is right here. It's 9.5 without the pommel. So, you just got this. Even with a 32-inch blade, it's still pretty long. I would recommend no higher than a 32. Because if you were to go all the way with the 36, in my honest opinion, as a martial artist, it would become too big to use. So go with a 32-inch blade if you are going with a double-sided lightsaber. I believe they have an option for the choice of the Dark Phantasm or something along those lines. I know that it's in there as an option for their double-sided lightsaber hilt designs. And I believe you could choose the color, whether or not you get sound in it. But I always recommend 32-inch for staff-like saber lengths. So that just about shows off the coupler. Let's actually get a close-up. It's got a nice feel, nice texture to it, and it complements with the texture that's already been given in the other two sabers. I just wish that I came in with the silver grooving, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. But overall, I am very pleased with this. I intend to make a review of the entire length of the saber once I actually find room, because right now I'm in the process of moving. So, I will be getting other Ultrasabers lightsabers, and I'm thinking of actually getting a saber forge and doing a compare and contrast. And what's also nice is that most double-sided lightsabers are the same design. This one is, but at the same time is not. Simply because of the actual design of the hilt itself, but the silver and black are complementary to both sabers. And I actually do like to have a difference between two sides of a saber. That way I could favor one more than over the other. And in this case, this one is definitely my front. This one is closer to the back. Well, that just about covers up the coupler that I've got. You can get this coupler in the regular silver finish. You could get it vented, and you can also get it in adjusted version, which will enable you to actually have your buttons align the way you want it to. Personally, I would not want to go with that if I'm dueling, because this is much more stable. I don't know how stable the adjustable vented couplers are. But if someone is willing to get one and test it out, that'd be great. Make a review of it. So, until my next review. See you guys later.